Oh, I love the releasing of that energy so it doesn't build up and create pressure. And, there's a book called The Body Keeps the Score.
Yes, I have that.
And it's such a great book. And I only know because of what I've heard from others.
Right.
But I have not read it myself, and I probably should. I know so many people who have it.
Yeah.
But what I've gathered about it and what I've already believed and know for myself is that even if we don't acknowledge a feeling, a trauma to our body, to our brain, the body is keeping track of all of that, and at some point it comes out and it
Right.
releases in a number of ways. So the fact of like releasing that, writing through it, and everything doesn't require, a therapy session or some sort of
No.
formal therapy with a professional. So I think my last one is going to be making sure to have that friend, that trusted friend, companion, whomever it is. It could be a therapist, it could be a minister, that trusted person who is non-judgmental, who you can speak to freely,
Mm.
and who will just listen
Right.
so that you can release that. There is so much power in speaking out loud the feelings or the thoughts that you have.
Hmm.
And sometimes we get caught up because we share those thoughts, those intimate thoughts, with the wrong people who
Right.
are not equipped to receive those thoughts or to
Right.
support you in that very vulnerable moment. And I find myself, and I've bumped my head along the way with that. And I am so grateful for where I'm at now because I've cultivated this group, or what they call like a tribe, of
Right.
people who, including you, who I can share freely without worrying how this information will get used, without worrying if they're judging me, without hearing their response of like, girl, I can't believe you did that. Who,
Right.
why would you? I don't need judgment. If I'm telling you something, I want you to say, you know what? Okay, this is where we are. Like, give me the radical acceptance perspective, or just give me like, sis, I've been there. I get what you're saying. Here's what I did. And you could probably work it out this way.
Yeah.
But to have somebody trusted that you can be vulnerable with
Hmm.
can take you from no healing to absolute healing.
Absolutely.
It is not required to go to therapy. It is not required to go to support groups or whatever else. But the benefit, and it's the same premise, is that there's somebody who is non-judgmental, listening to you, having empathy for you, showing you
Right.
compassion, and it allows you to release all of that energy. And so for that, that rounds out my last one as
Yeah.
well.
And
So
I
yeah.
love that, and it's so true, right? Because, like I said, therapy for me was just about 30 years ago. But the tools that I walked away with, is, just so priceless. And like you're saying, just having that tribe of people, I have, a handful of people that I can call on who will either listen to me, they're going to listen to me regardless, but they're going to listen to me and they are going to give it to me, like not in a harsh way, but they know me enough to know if I am just venting, if I need to be reeled back in, or if I just simply cannot articulate a thing that they know I truly want to do. And they help me through those
Mm.
things. The first person, of course, is my husband. But outside of my husband, I have, a couple best friends, and then I have, like some more sister friends that, but I have a couple people that truly know me. And I don't have to explain to them, hey, I really meant. There are times that I do,
Right.
but for the most part, it's I know you well enough to know that you meant well, that you have good intentions. But let me bring this back around because you're in your own head, or let me help you to articulate it, or just let me let you go because it sounds like you just need to go and you already have that. I already have the right answer, but I just want to get this stuff off of me too.
To release it. Yeah.
Yeah.